Hello and welcome to another video. I'm Dan, this is James and this is Ben, and today we're going to be talking about Concord and general FPS, recent games we've played, that kind of thing, and how we're finding the FPS/PvP world at the moment. And don't forget, if you made it this far, do like and do subscribe to this video and comment. What are you playing at the moment? So, Concord recently was out for 2 weeks and died.
It did.
Right? And I am not surprised.
When you give a game a £40 price tag where you can get better on a free-to-play game, what were people thinking?
I recently got into Once Human, which is a fantastic game. Takes a big plethora of different kind of aspects from different games. Got survival in there. You can choose a PvP world or a PvE world. The intellectual ones will choose the PvE world. I'm joking. You can choose PvP or you can choose PvE. I love PvE games, so I went straight into that one. I played that for a very, very long time. There's no boredom to it because you can build a base. There's base building in it. You can get companions, basically core deviants that you can take around. And they do things on your plot, on your base. They mine for you and stuff like that. You can take them into combat, all that stuff. And it's a third-person shooter, very much like The Division. Looter shooter, dungeons, that kind of really, really cool stuff. Open world. You've got crafting, and they're very focused on crafting the better weapons instead of looting them, which I like as well. Oh, having this PvE is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Again, I'm not surprised with Concord going downhill so fast. I think people are getting really, really bored of the same PvP type games. You can put a new skin on a PvP game, but again, at the end of the day, you're going to be playing against the same people, the same 10-year-olds, got home from school and sweat the game out. In my opinion, playing FPS PvP games nowadays is just not fun anymore. That's why PvE, for me, is the way forward, man.
Yeah. I remember saying the same thing. I tweeted out ages ago. FPS PvP games are just so dead for me now. Because half the time, you get them from a hard day at work, you load up a game. Why would I get them from work, clean my house, make dinner, just so I can hop on a game for 2 hours to get absolutely murked by people that do it 24/7? It's like, oh yeah, skill issue. Yeah, it is, because I don't have the time to get good. I'm okay with that. But I'm not going to sit there. So many people commit to this game, whatever it may be. They will get home from work, they will go, no, this is the only game I want to play, even though they hate it the whole time. They're screaming. They're
looking at you, League of Legends players.
In it.
Why'd you do it to yourself?
Why do it to yourself? But they do. They get home and they just really, really want, I guess it's drive, to be good at this game. And it just doesn't happen. And they have a bad time the whole time. I am so sick of wasting evenings on these games. I'm in much more of a mindset of playing a PvE game with my friends, single-player story game. That's my vibe. And luckily, I'm thinking more people are starting to lean towards this realization. With the release of games like Black Myth Wukong, massive, exploded.
It did.
Everyone's playing that game, and it's beautiful to see because it's a single-player game. It looks sick, and everyone's forgotten about things like, COD 6 beta, Black Ops 6 beta for a little bit to play that. And I love to see it.
Again, on that, Helldivers did so well and still is doing well. It's dropping, but I think it's because there's massive games out there that keep coming out. Black Myth was a perfect example. It came out. Space Marine came out. Everyone was like, Helldivers 2 is dead now. It's like, kind of is, but it's still a totally different game.
But that was a huge PvE game.
That's
the thing.
It's PvE.
I was about to say.
PvE is coming back in strong. We've got too many PvP games.
We do. If you look at games like Concord, X-Defiant, Valorant, Apex, I mean, there's more. There's so many more.
Black Ops 6's beta just come out, and everyone is already calling it dog shit.
And everyone's crying.
But they're going to buy it anyway,
And everyone's crying over the fact that they've loaded in and all they're facing is sweats, and there's a new corkscrew jump mechanic that everyone's into because your character won't get hit by bullets whilst you're corkscrewing. And it's like, there's all of these...
But I know.
Just
so stupid.
It is. It's like, but you look at all those games and they are all just FPS games. If you were to break them down to the very core of what they are, they're the exact same game. Run around a map, shoot people. Maybe you've got to capture the flag. Maybe you've got own objectives and stuff. But it's the same concept with maybe mild twists of power-ups or a little ability.
Little ultimate.
But when you think about it, like even you take that away, and most of the little abilities are aim and shoot. It's still just a gun. It's just you're throwing a fireball instead of shooting a gun. Like it's all still very, very similar. But you look at games that add that PvE element. Hunt. I love Hunt. And it's an FPS game, but it's an FPS PvE extraction shooter. You've got something to work towards with your friends. And other people want that.
The objective is the PvE element. The PvP is a nuisance.
It's a side bit.
It's a bit to get in the way.
You
need to be aware of.
And I think games nowadays that are encouraging people to work together more than just I'm better than you. Instead, it's either we're better than you because we worked as a squad, or it's we all work together to achieve our goal. Those kind of games, I think, are getting more popular. I think that's one of the reasons why Helldivers did so well. Not so much of the fact it didn't have a PvP, but because you were jumping into a lobby and working with people to go and beat a PvE element. And I think that's where a lot of people can come home from work and think, yeah, load up Helldivers. You can either play it solo, or you can play it with
missions.
And you were doing it with the lads. You know, you're doing it with the boys. That's what we did. It's what we did in our streams.
I mean, I know we play Fortnite, right? And we're 30-year-old Fortnite players, but we play Fortnite. But it's not. I know we go for the win, but we play for the fun. We
play for the clips, the fun.
We play for the fuck about.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I mean?
We don't sweat it. No, unless James 1v9s and wins a game because he's fucking
or if
cracks.
We're playing Apex and that's me. Yeah. Losing all the time.
Just happens, bro.
It does. But again, these are all got ones that we prefer the co-op side of it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. We have fun because it's us together kind of thing.
You know
it's
what I'm saying?
good.
I don't think games like X-Defiant, Call of Duty, Concord, I don't think they not really promote that. It's about who can get to the 25 kill streak nuke. It's who's, top of the scoreboard. And it's not so much about the teamwork.
Well, you know who's to blame for all this? Esports.
Yes.
Yeah.
The reason we have so many...
So weird you say that.
Thought up 12-month projects that get canned in 2 weeks. And I'm not talking about Concord, and that was years. But, but it's because everyone's like, esports scene is fucking massive. There is bank in esports. If we can make a game that gets on the esports scene, we will be rolling. And
they'll do it for a bit. And then, it will fall off, and then they'll go to the next FPS that comes out.
But it's always going to be like COD on top. And it's going to be League of Legends on top.
Valorant.
The last game, I think, Valorant as well. But I think the last game that really kind of broke out of that mold for the esports scene was Rocket League. Rocket League was such a left turn for everything. It was crazy.
But then again, I think I would much rather watch a Rocket League game in esports than I would fucking another Call of Duty match.
This is it.
One guy's going around killing everyone because he's the MVP. Oh, wow, are you cool?
No, but for real, like, in my current gaming repertoire, what I'm actually really enjoying when I do hop on a PC, which nowadays is actually pretty rare. Fourth ed and all, loving it. Check out one of our last videos; it's awesome.
Or join the Discord.
But I'm enjoying indie games. Like I've said this before in quite a few of any of our episodes where we've spoken about the gaming industry. Indie games is where it's at. You've got a core group of developers that love the game and they'll put their heart and soul into it, which means you're gonna get a fantastic experience. You're not dealing with people who feel like they're either underpaid or they're getting bullied by their massive corporation, not looking at anyone in particular.
Projects.
Exactly.
It is
every time.
Those games succeed. They get cult followings. They go massive, but they are mainly PvE. They're mainly solo. Or you play with your friends against PvE. Because indie games building actual like FPS shooters and stuff is really difficult.
They make what they would want to play themselves. That's why there's so much love in it as well. That's why you're seeing all these smaller studios bringing out these phenomenal games who are absolutely tanking 8 AAA titles because they're releasing really good that's got a lot of replay value. Like a lot of replay value. I'm in the same as you. I'd much rather play one game that's small, costs me barely nothing, always free. I'll buy a battle pass for that because I'm getting a little bit extra out of it for a little bit more money. I'm supporting them. And they've made a really good game. Rather do that.
Touching on that real quick, and this does link into the topic we'll get into very shortly, Space Marine 2.
Everyone's just pointing at me when they say Space Marine.
Because our boy, if you didn't check it out...
like one, bro.
Yeah.
Okay,
he is. But do go and check us out on Twitch and you can see the kind of stuff that we do get up to. Oh my god. I love these guys so much. But Ben recently streamed Space Marine 2 and we'll touch on that in a moment. But whilst you were doing that, someone in our comment section, Dave, amazing guy, brought up a really good point of why are games now trying to be the only game you're ever going to play for the rest of your life. Live service, things like that, continuous updates, It's a nice idea on paper, isn't it? Like this is the last game you're ever going to need to play because you're going to have so much fun in it. Rarely does it work. A game like Terraria, which is hands down one of my favorite games of all time, it doesn't ask that of you, but you will still do it. I'm 4,000 hours in. I play it at least once a year and complete it once a year. But because it's just so fun. Nobody asked it of me. No one's like, oh, here's a battle pass, a season pass. We're doing, consistent live updates that change the game every couple of months.
It's me with Borderlands. I would go back and just play a new Borderlands character just because it's a fun game to play.
Games that don't ask it are the games that will get it. I loved Sea of Thieves and still do, but it's just a little too long in the tooth, and the stuff that they're bringing out just doesn't quite hit the same as its first year. It's probably, in my opinion, time to put down the flag and make a new game.
Yeah, definitely.
Bring out Sea of Thieves 2. to. Or, a reiteration, do something. But look at Battlefield as well. Battlefield's players have dropped.
Yeah.
It was a live service game, supposedly the last Battlefield they'll ever make. It's not. It's 100% not. They're already going to make a new one.
Yeah, definitely.
Because about 2 years in, they were like, oh yeah, that live service thing, we're making a new one. Because,
they wanted to make that, and we just add games in, people could subscribe, or add songs in, people subscribe all the time, and then it was kind of this big fucking subscription based thing, and again didn't go anywhere because not enough people played it. I'm going to leave Ben to talk about this bit, but it does tie in so well into Space Marine 2 because you had some great opinions when that was brought up, so please.
Space Marine 2, guys,
it's amazing. Love it.
So I picked up the Stupid Idiot edition where you spend like 90 quid on the game to play it early because I just wanted to play this game. I've been waiting for this game for 13 years.
Yeah.
And I've had my moments of, spamming an FPS shooter. I've been up and down, in and out of the game and whatnot. I got to a point where I'm like, yeah, can it? I don't care. And then Space Marine 2 got announced and I was like, oh my God, this is what I need. This is what I need. Yeah. So word of warning, the campaign is short. But that is a plus for me. That is a pro.
Preach.
That is an absolute winner because I said it on stream myself, and obviously Dave, reiterated the same point of games just try too hard to give you artificial playtime.
Yeah.
You boot up a new game. Oh, the campaign's actually 15 hours, but there's 100 hours of pointless objectives copied and pasted around the map. Fuck off.
Looking at you, Assassin's Creed.
I'm looking at any Ubisoft game.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed, perfect example.
Fuck right off. Just Cause. It just burnt me. Yeah.
Far Cry. All them games.
Yeah, everything like that. I'm just like, I'm so sick of it. I don't want that,
No.
So Space Marine 2, why it was such a huge winner for me was I did 2 streams in one day, and in 8 hours I completed the campaign, and I fucking loved every minute. It was nothing but action and screaming the entire time. The amount of times I would go, I've got goosebumps, because it was just so good. That's what I wanted. I missed the days of being able to box a game off within 20 hours and moving on to the next one.
Well, that's we've gone away from that. Again, like you said, it's one of them. These games, these types of games, they push for that cinematic player experience, which they used to do when we were kids. It was like they played for it being hard. It had a challenge in that, but overall it was cinematic. You had this, you got a new thing, or something else happened. It was like fucking explosions, shit like this. Then you always felt the goosebumps and the shit. You were like, I'm in the shit right now. You were there. It's a playable film.
It's an experience.
You've paid for.
I've got it.
Go for
I've cracked it. It's because it's linear. It's mission to mission to mission to mission. GTA's to blame. Because in GTA, you would drop off some characters at a shop, right?
Yeah.
And then you'd have to wait like 2 or 3 in-game days for that shop to open and you could start receiving missions from it. In those 2 to 3 in-game days, I'd always forget who these people were, what I was doing with them. Because you move on and you go and do other people's missions around the map to progress, and then eventually you loop back round to like the little letter R on the map. Because then everyone tried to copy GTA, didn't they? With the open world games anyway. Going back to just a solid linear 8-hour mission, action.
Yeah.
That is what I missed. And I completely agree with you. Like, it was 8 hours. It didn't need to be any more.
Yeah, it didn't overstay its welcome. And then what's great about Space Marine 2 is the campaign's actually a little bit longer because there's 6 missions where another team of Space Marines go off and do the other half of the mission, and you can do PvE crossplay with 2 of your mates or 2 randos and drop in as the other teams in those missions. I've not done them yet. I need to go back and do them. I'm saving them. So there's extra stuff there for you. And then there's the online. So if you did want to, there's a really interesting PvP. What makes Space Marine PvP so much better than something like Call of Duty is the fact that each class is so different.
Yes.
Right.
Like, you have the assault class, which is a jump pack, so you can jump around the map and like dive on people, but they can't have a primary weapon.
Oh wow, okay.
It just plays so well. Point though, the servers are shagged at the moment.
Oh, well, servers are a bit overloaded.
They're poo, but it comes out today officially for everyone. So I'm hoping tomorrow they'll be better. But I've had a great time because it is just Space Marine 1's PvP, but with a bit of extra oomph.
Yeah, again, I bet with even with the PvP for this, I bet you could think, I might jump on the PvP for a bit and just enjoy yourself playing it for like 3 hours, 4 hours.
Yeah. It's just a chill one.
Just a chill one.
But it's the PVE.
PVE glue.
Yeah, it's the PVA glue that makes it.
Sticky objectives. Yo!
It's the PvE experience that I'm loving.
Yeah.
That's what I love. Because also the campaign's 3-player co-op. Yeah. You can get your mates in to do the fucking campaign. Yeah. And you can all storm Tyranids and just rip their heads off and gut them with your chainsaw and
bang that nid as well.
Bang that Tyranid, bro.
Exactly, man.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I think the overall thing we've got to here is fucking, I think FPS PvP is dying. It's dying.
Yeah.
Very slowly but surely. It's just going slowly downhill now. And I think people are starting to see how PvE is far more superior.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not complaining.
I'm not
happy with that.
I think it's mainly as well people like us. It's millennials.
Yeah.
We are so tired. I mean, us specifically.
I'm tired all the time.
I'm so tired. Let us know if you agree.
Yeah.
We are so tired of the same shitty experience from another copy-paste game. It's so refreshing when there is a developer that puts a fresh idea out there to play with your mates towards an objective that isn't just who's the better player on the server kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's what we want. That's what I need.
No, I completely agree. And if you guys have got any games you'd like to see us try out or make a video of or stream, please let us know in the comment section, because we're looking now for more of these hidden gems of gaming. You know, there's a game I've spoken to you both about called Volcanoids. I'm going to be streaming it over on the channel. Again, links in the description. It's got like 5 views on Twitch. It's a hidden gem game. It's got a cult following.
Yeah.
But I've played a little bit of it already. It looks and feels great.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
There's no PvP.
That's all that matters. It's a fun game to play. Especially when we're all 30 now and we all want to literally just sit and play a game that is fun.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all we want. That's what gaming should be.
Yeah.
Sitting down and actually just having fun, not to be a sweat ass.
Yeah.
I don't think it's to be a sweat ass. I think it's because people just think that's what they have to play.
Yeah, because everyone else is playing it.
Stop playing COD if you don't have fun playing it.
Exactly.
Stop playing League if you don't have fun playing it. Just don't play it just because your mates want to play it.
Exactly.
They're clearly gimps.
Factuals.
Play the games you're
Get some new
having
friends.
fun with.
Play something you enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just have fun. I say it time and time again. It's just not fun being angry.
It's not.
100% agree.
Just have fun.
Well, let us know if you agree with us or if you don't agree with us. Feel free to call us absolute gimps if you don't agree. That's fine. It's your opinion. This is our opinion.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but don't forget, whilst you're there, like and subscribe. Leave any comment you want, good and bad. And we'll see you all in the next one.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
We told them gimps where to go.